Good afternoon. My name is Denise Page Hood, and I'm the Chief Judge of the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. And I'm out here by the Detroit River about to read from the Constitution because today is September 17th, which is the anniversary of the ratification of the United States Constitution, commonly called Constitution Day. And one of the things last year that I found was that people were reading the Constitution in public places in commemoration of its ratification. I thought my court would do that this year, but alas, we're all mostly working remotely from our homes, or our basements, in our basements, or at our kitchen or dining room tables, in our home offices. Some of us are also, while we're working, teaching school and helping other people who are in our homes who are dealing with the pandemic and who are confined at home because we aren't allowed to gather in many places. But one of the places that my husband and I have been coming to is a park here on the east side of Detroit that looks up and down the river, opening into the lake and all the way down to almost the Belle Isle Bridge. And across from us is Canada. And so it's kind of fitting also because at the time that the Constitution was ratified, African Americans weren't allowed to vote. The men were considered 3/5 of a person. Women weren't allowed to vote. And we've made a lot of progress since then, making the Constitution real for everyone in our country. But it reminds me that people came here and they went across the river to Canada to get to what they thought was freedom. And so I'm going to read. I told my court employees that I was going to read Article 1, which is one of the longest articles, and I'm going to read on this a part of Article 1, and the preamble. And then I'm going to read Amendment 1, which is an amendment very close to my heart. So here we go, honoring the Constitution, which every day in my court we lift up, and which all my employees, when taking the oath of office, swear to uphold. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and for posterity, do ordain and establish the Constitution for the United States of America. And Article 1 begins with Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for elections of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. And Section 3 begins, the Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. That's Section 3, the first paragraph. And Section 4 sets the times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives, and it shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof, but the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations except as to the places of choosing senators. And Section 5 begins, each house shall be the judge of the election, returns, and qualifications of its own members, and a majority of each shall constitute a quorum to do business, but a smaller number may adjourn from day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. And there are a number of other ones which I'm going to read from my porch when I return home, which is where I told my employees I'd be reading, and hope that they would join me on their porches. And I'm going to share with you also Amendment 1 to the Constitution, which reads, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So I hope all of you will get out your constitutions. If you don't have one at your home, you can find one on the internet. This one I got at the United States Historical Society when I visited there. It's one of those constitutions that you can put in your pocket and carry around with you. And so today we celebrate the Constitution of the United States and how it works for us day to day. Thank you.